The following is a production of the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network. Van Buren County Warriors Volleyball starts now. Streaming on the Ottumwa Radio YouTube channel. Now, let's head down to the court with the voice of your Van Buren County Warriors, Shan Moquin.
Good evening, Warrior fans. On behalf of the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network, I'd like to welcome you to tonight's streaming and on-air broadcast presentation of Van Buren County Warrior Girls Varsity Volleyball. Thanks for joining us here once again in the Ottumwa Radio broadcast booth. We're here at Van Buren County Community Senior High School, Keosauqua, Iowa, where we're inside the gym overlooking Fred Parsons Court, getting set for girls high school varsity volleyball action for you tonight. It's a Class 2A Region 8 quarterfinal matchup. The West Burlington Falcons in town to take on the Van Buren County Warriors. Fourth meeting of the season between these two conference rivals. First serve about 18 and a half minutes away, scheduled for 7 p.m. this evening. Mr. Kyle Smith on the control board for us back at the station in Ottumwa. He's always pressing the right buttons, making this thing run smoothly for everybody. And once again, I am alongside the incomparable and one and only Mr. A.J. Rowe, my cameraman and on-site producer, and my name is Shan Moquin, your play-by-play and radio voice of the Warriors. We're all back again for the sports seasons of the 2025-26 school year, and all of us consider it our pleasure to be with you on the call this evening. We got a couple of ways for you to join the broadcast tonight. We're on the air at 92.7 KTWA, your home for today's hits and yesterday's favorites. We are also streaming live on the Ottumwa Radio YouTube channel. If you're choosing one of those ways to make this Wednesday evening broadcast part of your night, hey, a big thanks for doing so. Of course, we could not do it without you. This season, Van Buren County Warrior Volleyball is brought to you by these fine sponsors. I'm going to go through them with you, run down the list as I always do here in the Warrior Volleyball pregame show, and I'll give you their in-game read as I go down the list. This is the Warrior Volleyball pregame show brought to you by the Van Buren County Community School District, where they have one goal: be a great school for all kids, Warrior Pride, countywide. Cranston Family Funeral Home in Fairfield and Keosauqua, now to serve you with a monument sales and Irish Ridge cremation. CranstonFamilyFuneralHome.com. They've got the post-game show. Dowd's Lumber and Home Center, the largest building material supplier in Dowd, sponsors the first serve and my coaches' interviews throughout the course of the season. Starting lineups tonight, brought to you by Smithburg Automotive, with 2 locations in Fairfield to serve you. Set 1, First Iowa State Bank of Albia, Bloomfield, Cantrill, Eddyville, and Keosauqua, member FDIC. Set 2, sponsored by Roto-Rooter on Gateway Drive for 24/7 emergency service, including nights, holidays, and weekends. Fast, friendly, and professional service at Roto-Rooter, servicing Ottumwa and the surrounding area. Set 3 tonight, brought to you by Slayton Polaris, 8 miles south and west of Pulaski. Check out their great selection of Rangers and ATVs, and drive one home today. Milo and his team at Wells Hometown Drug in Bloomfield and Keosauqua. Ask them about free delivery or curbside pickup options. Sponsoring tonight's player of the match, Crane Concrete Ready Mix, delivering concrete to Ottumwa, Fairfield, Bloomfield, and the surrounding areas. Sponsoring Warrior Blocks tonight, Warrior Aces, brought to you by Pilot Grove Savings Bank, serving you for all your financial needs. Proud supporter of the Van Buren County Warriors. My set recaps brought to you by Dowd's Quick Stop of Dowd's for gas and all the convenience and daily food specials. Warrior Kills tonight, brought to you by the Van Buren County Hospital. Simply remarkable. If there is a set 4 necessary, Tugboat Transportation, proud supporter of the Van Buren County Warriors, will sponsor that. If a set 5 is necessary, Wasco Hardware, check out their showroom floor in downtown Keosauqua. If you're in the area and need some local business, please make sure you give these sponsors a chance. They're a huge part of why these broadcasts can be heard on the air at 92.7 KTWA and viewed through the Ottumwa Radio YouTube channel. 15 minutes, 43 seconds left on the warm-up clock. We're going to start this pregame show, or continue it, I should say, with a 3-minute break. You can start to hear from some of our wonderful sponsors. And we'll follow our normal format when we come back. We'll take a look at the season that each team coming into tonight's matchup has had so far, wins and losses for each team, the final conference standings, leading players for each team, and we'll also look at some results from tournament action on Monday of this week and Tuesday, see how the conference teams are doing as they try to make their way to the state tournament. So let's get that 3-minute break underway. We'll continue the pregame show brought to you by the Van Buren County Community School District, where they have one goal, be a great school for all kids, Warrior Pride countywide. They've got the pregame show of Warrior Volleyball. We'll continue it in 3 minutes when we come back. You're tuned in to Warrior Volleyball, a Class 2A, Region 8 quarterfinal coming at you. The West Burlington Falcons in town to take on our very own Van Buren County Warriors. Back with you in 3 minutes. You're tuned in to Warrior Volleyball right here on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
This is Van Buren County Superintendent Jeremy Hissam. We are so excited to honor 2 of our 4th graders as they were selected as National Math Stars. They were selected by scoring in the top 1% of all students in Iowa on their Iowa Assessment Math Test. Ona Nichols and Kai Dervinga, congratulations and keep up the great work. We are so proud of you. Postseason competition is almost here, and we wish our student athletes the best of luck. Here in Van Buren County, we have one goal: be a great school for all kids. Warrior Pride, countywide.
This is Jeremy with Cranston Family Funeral Home. I want to take a moment and say thank you, not for choosing our funeral home, although we're deeply honored when you do, but for showing up for your neighbors, for supporting small businesses, for standing in line at visitations and hugging people you maybe haven't seen in years. That is what makes our communities feel like home. At Cranston Family Funeral Home, we don't believe in flashy promises. We believe in showing up quietly, respectfully, and doing the work that matters when it matters most. So from our family to yours, thank you. We see you, we are grateful for you, and we'll be here when you need us.
Are you thinking about or ready to build that home or shop or deck that you've been dreaming about? Come see us at Dowd's Lumber and Home Center in Dowd's, and we will transform your dreams into reality. By using our 3D computer-aided design system, you can see and walk through your dream project. After your project is designed, we can generate a detailed material list to see if it fits within your budget. Contact Mike or Josh at Dowd's Lumber and Home Center to get your project started today. 641-936-7115 or check us out at dowdslumber.com.
Shopping for a quality used car? Check out the inventory at Smithburg Automotive's lot at 1503 West Burlington Avenue in Fairfield. Need repairs? They've got you covered at the South 23rd Street location. Call 641-472-2454 or visit smithburgs.com. Need quality used parts? Head to Smitty's Auto Recycling on West Grimes in Fairfield. They've got fresh inventory arriving all the time. Selling parts or have a wrecked vehicle? They buy unwanted cars too. Call 472-4200 or stop by to see what's new in the yard.
At Van Buren County Hospital, we're proud to support the Van Buren County Warriors on the field, on the stage, and in the classroom. Whether you're crossing the finish line, acing a test, or painting a masterpiece, we're cheering you on every step of the way. And when you need us, we're here with compassionate care, expert providers, and a wide range of services for the whole family. Van Buren County Hospital. Quality care close to home.
Tiffany here. The best things in life are a nice spring day, a tasty treat, and a great deal. That's right, a great deal. So why not swing by Dowd's Quick Stop? Savor our barbecue chicken pizza or classic cheeseburger and fries combo. Craving something sweet? Our ice cream is on and is the best around. Dive into our spring fun with our specialty pizza starting at $17.99. Visit us today in Dowd's and follow us on Facebook at Dowd's Quick Stop for more delicious deals. Stop by for a quick taste of spring.
We're back with the Van Buren County Warriors on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
All right, we are back with you at the Ottumwa Radio broadcast booth here at Keosauqua, Iowa, Van Buren County Community Junior Senior High School. We're inside the gym overlooking Fred Parsons Court, getting set for Class 2A Region 8 quarterfinal volleyball action for you tonight. West Burlington Falcons in town to take on the Van Buren County Warriors. This is the Warrior Volleyball pregame show brought to you by the Van Buren County Community School District, where they have one goal: be a great school for all kids. Warrior Pride countywide. About 11 minutes left on the warm-up clock before we get things started here. National anthem and first serve coming at you in a little bit. We've got a good pregame show lined up for you. Let's get to it right now. Let's break down both teams, starting with the West Burlington Falcons. Head coach is Maureen Heath, assisted by Tim Swoboda. Next action for them, or for either one of these two teams, will be Monday, October 27th. The winner goes to Regina Catholic to play the winner of Danville and Regina Catholic on Monday, October 27th at 7 p.m. First serve there. They are the West Burlington Falcons in girls high school varsity volleyball. Overall record in tonight's match is 18-15 on the year, 4-3 at home, 3-4 on the road, 11-8 in neutral site matches They compete in Class 2A, the Southeast Iowa Super Conference South Division. Conference record for West Burlington was 3-4. In the last 5, they are 5-0. Last time out for West Burlington was October 11th in a tournament at Davis County where the Warriors were also. West Burlington went 5-0 on the day. Let's take a look at West Burlington wins and losses on the season. Their wins have come twice over Danville, Pekin, twice over New London, Keokuk, Des Moines Lincoln, Columbus, twice over Williamsburg, Hillcrest Academy, Lone Tree, Central Lee, Centerville, Van Buren County, Mediapolis, Sheraton, and Davis County. While their losses have come twice to Wapello, Burlington Public, twice to Central Lee, Mid-Prairie, twice to Burlington Notre Dame, twice to West Liberty, Holy Trinity Catholic, twice to Van Buren County, Louisa Muscatine, and Winfield Mount Union. Let's take a look at some leading players for the Falcons on the year. Leading them in assists, Bailey Woodsmall with 727. Leading West Burlington in kills, Kaylee Webb out of the middle, 383. The Warriors will have to deal with her tonight. Kylie Applegate, 151. Brenna Schaefer with 138. Leading the Falcons in digs, Lydia Armstrong with 336. Emerson Hopkins with 236. Kaylee Webb with 231. Leading them in blocks, Kaylee Webb with 36. Ellie Frank with 10. Avery Jeffries with 8. Leading aces for West Burlington, Webb has 30. Schaefer with 27. And Woodsmall with 26. West Burlington, a serve efficiency of 93.1% on the year, a kill efficiency of .183. Let's turn our attention to the Warriors. Head coach is Selena Sayer, assisted by Jenny Wiley. Next action for the Warriors would be Monday, October 27th at Regina Catholic to play the winner of the Regina Catholic and Danville match tonight. That would be a semifinal of Class 2 Region 8, 7 p.m. first serve there. They are the Van Buren County Warriors in girls high school varsity volleyball. Overall record into tonight's match is 19-14 on the season, 3-2 at home, 4-1 on the road, 12-11 in neutral site matches. They compete in Class 2A, the Southeast Iowa Super Conference South Division. Conference record for the Warriors was 5-2 in the last 5. Van Buren County is 2-3. Let's take a look at their wins and losses on the year. The wins for Van Buren County: Pekin, twice over Centerville; Waco, 3 times over Keokuk; Wapello, New London, Murray, twice over West Burlington, twice over Central Lee; Hillcrest Academy, Lone Tree, twice over Mediapolis; and Danville. Well, their losses have come to Durant, Burlington Public, Danville, West Liberty, Burlington Notre Dame; 4 times to Holy Trinity Catholic, Washington, Wapello, West Burlington, Sheraton, and Davis County. That was the last time out for the Warriors at that Davis County tournament on Saturday, October 11th. They went 2-3 on the day. Leading players for Van Buren County this year in assists: Sophia Urach, 689. Leading the Warriors in kills: Ashlyn Huff, 313. Marley Mertens, 233. Daphne Wells with 107. Leading the Warriors in digs: Lexi Wiley with 433. Marley Mertens with 332. Ashlyn Huff with 272. Leading Van Buren County in blocks: Daphne Wells with 6. Tegan Sickles and Ada Troutman each with 3. Leading in aces for the Warriors: Wiley has 32. Urach with 27. Ashlyn Huff also with 27. Service efficiency for the Warriors on the season is 92.2%, a kill efficiency of .198. Like I said earlier, this is the 4th meeting between these two teams this season. In the conference match, the Warriors won it 3-1 right here at Van Buren County Community Junior Senior High School. Pool play of the conference tournament at West Burlington, the Warriors got them 2-1. In the tournament at Davis County, West Burlington defeated Van Buren County by a score of 2-0. Let's take a look at the final conference standings. In the North and South divisions of the Southeast Iowa Super Conference, these are updated records through tournament action. Wapello, 24-11, they win the North at 8-0. Columbus, 11-15, 7-1. Winfield Mount Union, 17-10, 6-2. Louisa Muscatine, 14-13, 5-3. Hillcrest Academy, 16-11, 4-4. Pekin, 12-15, 3-5. Highland, 4-23, 2-6. Waco, 6-18, 1-7, and Lone Tree, 0-27, 0-8. In the South Division, both these teams call home. Holy Trinity Catholic, 34-6, 7-0. They win the South. Burlington Notre Dame, 31-7, 6-1. Van Buren County, 19-14, 5-2. West Burlington, 18-15, 3-4. Mediapolis, 16-16, 3-4. Or actually, I should make that correction. Mediapolis lost last night to Central Lee, so they finished the season 16-17, 3-4. Central Lee improves to 14-15, 3-4. With that win over Mediapolis in the tournament. Danville, 6-22, 1-6. And New London, 1-20, 0-7. That's the next thing that I want to get to here is tournament action updates for all the Super Conference teams. Try to follow me through this. There's a lot of information here, folks. Class 1A, Region 2. Winfield Mount Union defeated Pekin 3-1. That means Winfield Mount Union is at Holy Trinity Catholic tonight, a 7 p.m. first serve there. Burlington Notre Dame defeated Waco 3-0 and Wapello over New London 3-0. Those two teams, Wapello and Burlington Notre Dame, meet tonight at Burlington Notre Dame, a 7 p.m. first serve there. Class 1A Region 3. BGM over Hillcrest Academy by a score of 3-0. Hillcrest Academy's season is over. HLVTC defeated Highland 3-2. Highland's season is over. And Montezuma over Lone Tree 3-0. Lone Tree's season is over. Class 2A Region 1. Columbus defeated Louisa Muscatine 3-0. And they go and play at Bellevue tonight at a 7 p.m. first serve. Columbus at Bellevue. Class 2A Region 8. That's our region right here. The opening round game. Danville defeated Cardinal 3-0. Danville tonight is at Regina Catholic, 7 p.m. first serve there. West Burlington right here to take on Van Buren County. Those are area teams in Class 2, Region 8. In Class 3A, Region 2, last night, Central Lee defeated Mediapolis by a score of 3-1. That means that Central Lee goes to Davenport Assumption. Davenport Assumption defeated Comanche 3-0. So it'll be Central Lee at Davenport Assumption at 7 p.m. tomorrow night, October 23rd, Thursday. We can break down, as we tick down to under 4 minutes left on the warm-up clock, we can break down our region, 2A Region 8, a little bit more. Like I said, that opening round game, Danville defeated Cardinal. Danville at Regina Catholic in Iowa City tonight. Van Buren County is hosting West Burlington. That's the top portion of the bracket. Two of the quarterfinals there. In the bottom portion, opening round, Nashua Plainfield defeated Central Springs. That was at Nashua Plainfield. Sumner Fredericksburg going to host Nashua Plainfield tonight. That's a 7 p.m. first serve there. And then the other quarterfinal down in the bottom portion of the bracket, Garner Hayfield Ventura is at South Winneshiek. So that's a look at a lot of the tournament action happening around us. Other area teams last night, West Liberty over Fairfield by a score of 3-0. Fairfield's season has come to an end. And Mid-Prairie over Davis County by a score of 3-0. West Liberty now travels to Mid-Prairie tomorrow night. That'll be a good match there. All right, I got through most everything that I wanted to here. We got time for another 2-minute break here in the pregame show of Warrior Volleyball, brought to you by the Van Buren County Community School District, where they have one goal: be a great school for all kids, Warrior Pride countywide. When we come back, we'll be real close to getting starting lineups and first serve of this Class 2A Region 8 quarterfinal matchup for you tonight. The West Burlington Falcons in town to take on the Van Buren County Warriors. Back with you in 2 minutes for more to start Warrior Volleyball. You're tuned in to it right here on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
This is Van Buren County Superintendent Jeremy Hissom. We are so excited to honor two of our fourth graders as they were selected as National Math Stars. They were selected by scoring in the top 1% of all students in Iowa on their Iowa Assessment Math Test. Ona Nichols and Kai Dravinga, congratulations and keep up the great work. We are so proud of you. Postseason competition is almost here, and we wish our student athletes the best of luck. Here in Van Buren County, we have one goal: be a great school for all kids. Warrior Pride, countywide.
Are you thinking about or ready to build that home or shop or deck that you've been dreaming about? Come see us at Dowd's Lumber and Home Center in Dowd's, and we will transform your dreams into reality. By using our 3D computer-aided design system, you can see and walk through your dream project. After your project is designed, we can generate a detailed material list to see if it fits within your budget. Contact Mike or Josh at Dowd's Lumber and Home Center to get your project started today. 641-936-7115 or check us out at dowdslumber.com.
This is Jeremy with Cranston Family Funeral Home. I want to take a moment and say thank you, not for choosing our funeral home, although we're deeply honored when you do, but for showing up for your neighbors, for supporting small businesses, for standing in line at visitations and hugging people you maybe haven't seen in years. That is what makes our communities feel like home. At Cranston Family Funeral Home, we don't believe in flashy promises. We believe in showing up quietly, respectfully, and doing the work that matters when it matters most. So from our family to yours, thank you. We see you, we are grateful for you, and we'll be here when you need us.
Whether you're building your dream home, expanding the family farm, or just need a little help getting started, Pilot Grove Savings Bank is here for you. Our experienced lending team offers personalized service with competitive rates because we live here too, and we know what matters. Pilot Grove Savings Bank. We make your goals our priority. Visit us at pilotgrovesavingsbank.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
We're back with the Van Buren County Warriors on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
All right, we are back with you here inside the Ottumwa Radio broadcast booth, Van Buren County Community Junior Senior High School, Keosauqua, Iowa, where we're overlooking Fred Parsons Court. Inside the gym, AJ and I up in the top row of the bleachers behind the scorer's table. There's the final horn. The warm-up clock has ticked down to 0. We should have some starting lineups coming at you momentarily, brought to you by Smithburg Automotive with 2 locations in Fairfield to serve you. First serve of this match brought to you by Dowd's Lumber and Home Center, the largest building material supplier in Dowd's. They sponsor my coach's interviews as well. Set 1 will be brought to you by First Iowa State Bank of Albia, Bloomfield, Cantrill, Eddyville, and Keosauqua, member FDIC. Warriors tonight in their customary gray uniform tops, some orange and white striping, orange letters trimmed in white, black shorts, and West Burlington in their black uniforms, a little bit of dark green, white numbers and letters. Warriors will be serving right to left as I see it. West Burlington left to right. They've got the music turned off, so control should be with the PA announcer here shortly. Try to keep up on the starting lineups for you as they buzz through these pretty quickly. Not like basketball where they give me a break to figure it out, but I'm pretty familiar with these teams being the 4th meeting of the season, so that helps out a broadcaster. No new faces really here tonight. We've seen West Burlington 3 times before. So here we go with the starting lineups brought to you by Smithburg Automotive. West Burlington first out is number 3, Brenna Schaefer. Sophomore, outside hitter, 5'7". For the Warriors, number 1 is Sophia Urak, a senior setter at 5'5". Number 11 is Bailey Woodsmall, a senior there setter at 5'4" for West Burlington. Number 25 is Ada Troutman for the Warriors, a sophomore middle hitter at 5'5". Kaylee Webb is a sophomore, number 9, a middle hitter at 5'9" for West Burlington. For the Warriors, number 4 is Ashlyn Huff, a senior outside hitter at 5'8". Number 21 is Kylie Applegate, a senior outside hitter, 5'7" for West Burlington. For the Warriors, number 13, Tegan Sickles, a sophomore right side hitter at 5'8". Number 5 is Emerson Hopkins, a junior setter right side hitter, 5'8" for West Burlington. Number 12 for the Warriors is Daphne Wells, a junior middle hitter at 5'7". And number 6, Allie Frank, a junior middle hitter at 5'8" for West Burlington. For the Warriors, number 8 is Marley Mertens, a senior outside hitter at 5'7". Lydia Armstrong is the libero for West Burlington. Number 10, a junior 5'6", and for the Warriors, Lexi Wiley, a senior libero at 5'6" also. Her number is 21. That's the starting lineup brought to you by Smithburg Automotive. National Anthem is coming at you momentarily. We'll take a 2-minute break and be back with First Serve. You're tuned in to Warrior Volleyball right here on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Shopping for a quality used car? Check out the inventory at Smithburg Automotive's lot at 1503 West Burlington Avenue in Fairfield. Need repairs? They've got you covered at the South 23rd Street location. Call 641-472-2454 or visit smithburgs.com. Need quality used parts? Head to Smitty's Auto Recycling on West Grimes in Fairfield. They've got fresh inventory arriving all the time. Selling parts or have a wrecked vehicle? They buy unwanted cars too. Call 472-4200 or stop by to see what's new in the yard.
This is Milo Wells with Wells Hometown Drug in Bloomfield. Our goal here is to go above and beyond your expectations for the role that a pharmacy can play in you and your family's health. Since we have opened here, many things have changed. We've added experienced staff, updated our facilities, added clinical services like strep throat test and treat, and free liquid medication flavoring. One thing that has not changed is the vision of providing our patients with access to the best pharmacy services anywhere in the state. We, like many of you, believe Southeast Iowa is an amazing place to live, and we will continue to be committed to improving the lives of our patients.
This is Van Buren County Superintendent Jeremy Hissom. We are so excited to honor 2 of our 4th graders as they were selected as National Math Stars. They were selected by scoring in the top 1% of all students in Iowa on their Iowa Assessment Math Test. Ona Nichols and Kai Dervinga, congratulations and keep up the great work. We are so proud of you. Postseason competition is almost here, and we wish our student athletes the best of luck. Here in Van Buren County, we have one goal: be a great school for all kids. Warrior Pride, countywide.
Tugboat Transportation of Bonaparte is a proud supporter of the Van Buren Warriors. Tugboat Transportation is located on 1st Street in Bonaparte, in scenic Van Buren County. Tugboat Transportation is a trucking business offering trucking services, motor freight, and self-storage. For more information, contact Mark with Tugboat Transportation at 319-592-3199. That's 319-592-3199. Tugboat Transportation of Bonaparte. That's Tugboat Transportation of Bonaparte. We're back with the Van Buren County Warriors on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Back with you here, Ottumwa Radio broadcast booth inside the gymnasium on Fred Parsons Court here, Van Buren County Community Junior Senior High School in Keosauqua, where we are set for Class 2A Region 8 quarterfinal action for you. Girls High School Varsity Volleyball coming at you tonight on 92.7 KTWA, also streaming live on the Ottumwa Radio YouTube channel. We're just about set here for first serve. We'll get the players' starting lineups on the floor for you for the Warriors. Sickles, Huff, Troutman in the back, Wiley, Mertens, Urach for West Burlington. Up front is Schaefer, Woodsmall, and Webb. Frank checks out. The libero Armstrong checks in. Armstrong, Hopkins, and Applegate right to left in the back. The Warriors won the toss, and they're going to serve. Sophia Urach has the ball in hand. There's the whistle, and here we go. Serve on the way to Armstrong. Woodsmall going to Webb, immediately blocked by the Warriors, kept alive by Applegate. Woodsmall back to the outside for Schaefer. Mertens keeps that one alive. Urach, that one too far out into play over to the Warrior crowd. That's an error on Van Buren County, and point number 1 of the night goes to the Falcons. They lead it 1-0. Number 3, Brenna Schaefer back to serve. Towards that right corner, Schaefer sends a serve on the way. Wiley has the receive. Urach backs that right side, Troutman. Cross court and down for Ada Troutman to the left of the block of Webb and Applegate. Troutman with a kill to get the Warriors on the board. Her first, team first. We're tied at 1. Wiley to serve it. Daphne Wells into the match for Van Buren County. Lexi Wiley's jump serve on the way. Armstrong goes to Woodsmall to Webb. No, it's overpass, cleaned up by Wells. Hopkins, Woodsmall, then Webb. She'll tip to the left of the block out of the middle of the Warriors, and nobody there. Down for a point. Kaylee Webb, her first kill of the night. That's the team first. Substitution, West Burlington. Number 19, Jeffries in for Hopkins. Woodsmall, their setter, back to serve. West Burlington leads it 2-1. A little bit right of center. Woodsmall to serve. Wiley comes up to get it. Wells keeps it alive. Urach a free ball to the Falcons. Schaefer. Woodsmall will go Webb out of the middle. She'll tip. And you can see a trend right now. Warriors going to have to support that double block in the middle. Webb tips to the left of it again and gets another kill. Her second. Her team's second. 3-1 West Burlington. That gave the Warriors all kinds of trouble at the Davis County tournament. Webb tipping around our double block. Let's see if we can adjust. Woodsmall on the serve again for the Falcons. Mertens, the service receive. Urach backs that right side. Huff, she'll pound one through the defense. Well, actually, Woodsmall got a piece of it, but down in front of her. Huff gets her first kill of the night. That's the second for the team. It's 3-2. Side out Warriors. Ashlyn Huff to serve. Little right of center on the service line. And Ashlyn sends a serve on the way to Armstrong. Woodsmall, a forearm set going to Applegate. She'll hit one off the outside, up in the air from Huff with 2 hands. Urach going to Mertens, and Marley hit that one into the net off the outside. Attack air, Van Buren County. Point, Armstrong out, Frank in, Ellie Frank that is. Point Falcons, they lead at 4-2. Kaylee Webb back to serve for West Burlington. She's left to center on the service line. Kaylee Webb, the sophomore, sends a jump serve on the way to Sickles. Urach, a forearm set to Mertens. She'll push it down the net off the outside, up in the air with one hand. Webb backwards, and then a free ball that's going to come up short from Woodsmall and West Burlington. So that's an error on the Falcons. Armstrong back in for Webb. Side out Warriors. Sickles to serve. It's 4-3 Falcons. Tegan Sickles over towards that right corner, sends a serve on the way. Frank up to get that. Woodsmall going to Applegate. Blocked by the Warriors off the outside. Sent back to the Warriors. Urach, Wiley, and Mertens came up short, and she tried to hit a little roll shot off the outside and into the net. So an attack error by the Warriors there gives West Burlington a 5-3 lead. And number 21, Kylie Applegate, the senior outside hitter at 5'7", back to serve for the Falcons. Right of center, Applegate to serve on the way. Huff has the receive. Urach going to Wells on the right side. Cross court dug by Woodsmall. Armstrong comes to help out the libero. Back row attack to Sickles. That was from Applegate. Wells out of the middle, kept alive. They're going to call a lift. They're in the net on 3. Schaefer. Here comes Troutman in for Wiley. Give Wells her first kill. Team third. 5-4. Falcons up 1. Daphne Wells to serve it for Van Buren County. Little right of center. Daphne serve on the way. That one too strong. Service here, Warriors. First of the match for either team. Wiley in for Wells. Here comes Hopkins back in for Jeffries. And Hopkins will serve it for the Falcons. They lead at 6-4. Hopkins is serve on the way. Sickles. Pass to Troutman. Mertens will tip from deep on the outside. Applegate. Woodsmall going to Frank out of the middle. Cross court off of Wiley and down. Number 6, Ellie Frank. Her first kill, team third. West Burlington leads set 1, 7-4. It's Class 2A Region 8 quarterfinal action here. The winner will get the winner between Regina Catholic and Danville tonight. That match will take place at Regina Catholic next Monday, October 27th. Hopkins, right of center. Next serve for the Falcons on the way. Huff, an overhead pass. Urach, an overhead set to the middle. Troutman off of the block of Frank and down. Troutman, another kill for the Warriors. Her second, team fourth. 7-5, side-out Warriors. Mertens will have the honor. Marley moves over towards that far right corner and sends one on the way. Applegate, Woodsmall going to Schaefer off the Warrior block, and it was a touch. It was out, but there was a touch. Schaefer on the kill. Her first, team fourth. Webb back in for West Burlington. And Lydia Armstrong, their libero, wearing the white jersey with the green numbers and letters to serve it. It's on the way. Sickles. Oop, that one ricochets to the right. Mertens back into play. Wiley, a free ball to Applegate. Goes to Woodsmall to Webb. Off the block, dug by Wiley. Mertens towards Huff. A roll shot off the outside. Armstrong up in the air with two hands. Woodsmall going to Schaefer. Off the Warrior block. Kept alive by Urach. Then Mertens. Huff, a free ball to the Falcons. Armstrong has it. Her pass to Woodsmall. Going to Webb out of the middle. Off the Warrior block. Kept alive by Urach. Wiley will set Huff. She'll tip one towards the back. Applegate. Woodsmall to Webb out of the middle. Tipped. Huff is there. Urach going to Huff on the outside. She'll bang one through, but out of bounds. Off the outside, attack error by the Warriors. Gives a point to the Falcons, who lead it 9-5. Armstrong still serving for West Burlington. Right of center. Lydia sends a serve on the way to Sickles. Troutman went towards the net. Troutman couldn't gather it in and tip it over. That's an error on the Warriors. Here comes a timeout by head coach Selena Sayer and the Warriors. 10-5, West Burlington up here in set number 1. Let's take a quick 30-second break and be back with more first set action. You're tuned in to Warrior Volleyball Class 2A Region 8 quarterfinal right here on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
This is Jeremy with Cranston Family Funeral Home. I want to take a moment and say thank you, not for choosing our funeral home, although we're deeply honored when you do, but for showing up for your neighbors, for supporting small businesses, for standing in line at visitations and hugging people you maybe haven't seen in years. That is what makes our communities feel like home. At Cranston Family Funeral Home, we don't believe in flashy promises. We believe in showing up quietly, respectfully, and doing the work that matters when it matters most. So from our family to yours, thank you. We see you, we are grateful for you, and we'll be here when you need us.
We're back with the Van Buren County Warriors on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
All right, back with you to the Ottumwa Radio broadcast booth. Set 1, West Burlington up 10-5. Armstrong will continue to serve. It's on the way. Mertens to receive. Urach going to Huff on the outside. She'll tip to the right of the block. Schaefer is there. Woodsmall, Webb out of the middle. Off the block and past Huff and down. Kaylee Webb with a stronger kill there. Not the tip variety, the other variety. Her third, team fifth. 11-5, West Burlington up 6. Warriors looking for a side out. Served by Armstrong. Sickles has it. Urach, Troutman a free ball out of the middle to Applegate. Her pass to Woodsmall. Webb blocked by Troutman. Kept alive. Overpass cleaned up by Troutman. Webb keeps it alive. Armstrong and then Schaefer off the outside, kind of a roll attack, dug by Wiley. Urach going to Huff on the outside, blocked. And it's in. Webb got Huff that time. It landed in, went down the net and landed in on the Warriors side, a block for a point. First for either team. And West Burlington up 7, 12-5 here in set number 1. Armstrong, the next serve. Sickles, her pass to Urach, going middle, Troutman to the left, dug by Hopkins. Then Woodsmall, Webb will tip, Sickles up in the air. Urach to set Huff on the outside, she'll tip it over. Schaefer is there. Woodsmall to Webb in the middle, off the block of the Warriors, right back to the Falcons. Armstrong, Woodsmall to Schaefer on the outside. To the middle back, Mertens is there. Urach, then Huff, a roll shot, and it's good. Took something off it, a little deeper of a roll shot off the outside, and it finds some room back there. Huff, second kill for her. That's the team fifth for the Warriors. Get his side out, it's 12-6. Urach on the first serve. Warriors have went through one complete rotation. Applegate, Woodsmall, Schaefer off the block of the Warriors. Kept alive by Mertens. Her pass to Urach. Troutman out of the middle. Blocked by Webb. Urach, Wiley, and then Mertens a free ball. Good job by the Warriors to keep it alive. Armstrong goes to Woodsmall to Webb out of the middle. Blocked, but it ricochets out of bounds. Off of Troutman and Sickles there on the block. Webb another kill for West Burlington. Her fourth. Team sixth, 13-6. Falcons up 7. Brenna Schaefer, the sophomore outside hitter, serves it to Wiley. It ricochets Urach, and that one reached out with the left hand. It came back up over the net, but on the wrong side of the antenna. Point Falcons. And the Warriors off to a slow start here in set number 1, trailing 14-6. Schaefer, the next serve on the way. Sickles. Good pass to Urach. Back set right side, Troutman. She'll roll one down the line, dug by Schaefer. Woodsmall, then to Applegate, cross court. Was it off of Wiley? It was. It would have been long. Lexi touched it. Applegate a kill. Everything going in the way of West Burlington right now. Kylie Applegate, her first kill, team 7th. 15-6 West Burlington. Schaefer, the serve. Wiley has the receive to Urach, then to Sickles. She'll pound one off the outside, back middle, dug by Armstrong. Woodsmall, Webb in front of Mertens, and that's too easy. Out of the middle, Kaylee Webb gets her 5th kill. That's the 8th as a team at 16-6. West Burlington in control of set number 1. A nice service run for Schaefer. She'll try to continue. Wiley off the net. No, that's going to be an ace. The pass went to nobody. First ace for either team, and Schaefer gets it. Another timeout coming from the Warriors. 17-6, West Burlington leads it in set number 1. Quick 30-second break. Back with more Warrior volleyball action right here on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Hi, this is Amanda Manning Morris. Farmers and ranchers, we know your work is the backbone of our community. At First Iowa State Bank of Keosauqua, we're proud to offer ag lending solutions tailored to your needs. Whether it's land, equipment, or operational expenses, we've got the tools to help your operation grow. With competitive rates, flexible terms, and local experts who understand agriculture, we're here to support you every step of the way. Partner with a bank that knows the land and stands by its people. First Iowa State Bank, your ag lending partner. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
We're back here, Ottumwa Radio broadcast booth from Van Buren County Community Junior Senior High School in Keosauqua, Iowa. West Burlington leads set 1, 17-6. This Class 2A Region 8 quarterfinal. The serve from Schaefer, handled by Wiley. Urach will set Huff out of the middle. She went in between Hopkins and Armstrong and down. Huff out of the middle gets a side out for the Warriors. That's her 3rd kill. Team 6th. Wiley to serve, a little bit right of center. Jump serve coming from Lexi Wiley. Warriors trail 17-7. Here in this best of 5 center is set 1. Schaefer, overhead pass from the serve from Wiley. Woodsmall going to Applegate, a roll shot off the outside. Mertens, Urach a center dump on 2. Hopkins with the dig. Woodsmall, she'll go back to Applegate. Blocked by the Warriors, kept alive by Sickles on the Warriors side of the net. Mertens towards the net. Wells a free ball. Schaefer, a forearm pass. Woodsmall, overhead set. Webb out of the middle, blocked by the Warriors, and a lift on Wells to try to keep it alive. So Webb leading the way, gets her 6th kill, 9th as a team, 18-7. Here comes Jeffries in for Hopkins for the Falcons. Warriors need to dig in and get tough here. Need a service run from somebody once they get a side out. Woodsmall left to center, sends a serve on the way to Wiley. Pass to Urach, going to Wells on the outside, blocked, kept alive by Webb off the net, and no second contact. Daphne Wells, a kill off the outside. We need that from her, her 2nd, team 7th. 18-8, side out Warriors. Let's see if Huff can go on a service run. Need about a 6 or 7 point service run to get back into this set here. Huff the serve on the way. Schaefer, Woodsmall, not a great pass. Armstrong a back row attack. Oh, it's blocked by Wells, but it ricochets off and down on the Warriors side. So Armstrong, a libero kill, kind of a rare thing there. Her first. She can't attack it from too high in the back row. That's a team 10th. 19-8, Webb serve to Sickles. Huff back into play, a free ball coming from Mertens. A short one, good one. Webb up to get it. Wood small to Frank. She'll tip it over Wells. Wiley up to get it, then Wells. Mertens, one-arm free ball to Webb. Good job by the Warriors. Back set to the right side to Jeffries. Cross court, popped up in the air by Urach. Then Huff, Wells, a free ball to West Burlington. Webb, overhead pass. Wood small going to Frank out of the middle. A high roll shot dug by Huff in the middle back. Urach, she'll go to Wells out of the middle, cross court and down to the right of Kaylee Webb. Daphne Wells coming alive a little bit for the Warriors. Her third kill, team 8th, 19-9. Warriors down 10 here, still in set number 1. The first 4 sets to 25, 5th to 15. Sickles, the serve for the Warriors. Armstrong up to get it. Wood small. Back row attack coming from Schaefer. Huff digs that in the middle back. Urach. And then Wells, a little roll shot out of the middle. Applegate there for West Burlington. Wood small back to Applegate on the outside off the Warrior block of Wells and Urach and down in front of Sickles and Mertens. Applegate a kill for the Falcons. Her second, team 11th here in set 1. West Burlington leads it 20-9. Applegate to serve. Right of center on the service line for the Falcons. That serve on the way, Huff. Mertens. Huff will tip it from the back on a free ball. Applegate, Wood small, going to Schaefer on the outside. That one's out. Off of the outside, Brenna Schaefer with an attack here, gives a point to the Warriors. Here comes Troutman in for Wiley. West Burlington still doubling us up, though. It's 20-10 Falcons here in set number 1. This best of 5 setter, Class 2A Region 8. Wells, right of center, serve on the way. Applegate, Wood small to Frank out of the middle, off of Wells and out of bounds. Ricocheting around the basketball support. Hopkins in for Jeffries. Frank a kill there, her second, team's 12th. West Burlington leads kills 12-8 here. Set 1, they lead it 21-10. Hopkins into the match, she'll serve. Huff up to get it, overpass, joust at the net. Troutman and Urach kept it alive, but the pass went to nobody. Point West Burlington. 22-10, West Burlington creeping towards the set 1 win. Hopkins, right of center, serve on the way. Sickles, Huff going to Mertens. She'll tip it across from the right side. Woodsmall is there. A set from Armstrong, high roll shot from Schaefer. Sickles there for the Warriors. Urach going to Mertens into the net off the outside for Marley. Attack air Warriors, and it's 23-10. West Burlington here in set 1. Best thing about volleyball is it's a best of 5 setter, so you get a chance to reset, which we're going to have to do here, barring a huge rally in set 1. Hopkins the serve. Huff the receive. Urach back set right side Mertens. Cross court. Hopkins, Wood small, Schaefer. Wiley keeps it alive. Huff from deep in the court back into play. Sickles a free ball. Armstrong middle back for West Burlington. Wood small going to the outside. Schaefer. Mertens has it. Urach going back to Marley on the outside. She'll hit one into the block, kept alive. Then Wiley, then Mertens will tip. Wood small got the block. West Burlington says that the original attack by Mertens never made it over, but the refs let him play. Mertens her first kill of the set. That's the team 9th. Side out Warriors, 23-11. Marley from the right corner sends a serve on the way. Applegate, Wood small to Schaefer on the outside. Blocked by the Warriors. I'm not sure if it ever made it over. And it did, I guess. Blocked for a point. 23-12, timeout West Burlington. Quick 30-second break. Back with more Warrior Volleyball action right here on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network in 30 seconds.
This is Van Buren County Superintendent Jeremy Hissom. We are so excited to honor 2 of our 4th graders as they were selected as National Math Stars. They were selected by scoring in the top 1% of all students in Iowa on their Iowa Assessment Math Test. Ona Nichols and Kai Dervinga, congratulations and keep up the great work. We are so proud of you. Postseason competition is almost here, and we wish our student athletes the best of luck. Here in Van Buren County, we have one goal: be a great school for all kids. Warrior Pride, countywide.
We're back with the Van Buren County Warriors on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Back with you here at Ottumwa Radio broadcast booth. Marley Mertens serves again. Applegate up to get that one. Wood small. Frank out of the middle. Wiley on the dig. Here comes Urach to set Huff on the outside. Ashland a roll shot to the middle of the defense. Applegate on the dig. Woodsmall going to Schaefer on the outside. Cross court popped up in the air by Wiley with 2 hands. Urach going to Huff. She'll rocket one that Armstrong on a 2-handed dig. Then Hopkins, free ball from Schaefer. Warriors will set Troutman out of the middle off the block. Dug by Armstrong. Woodsmall to Frank out of the middle. She'll tip. Sickles up to get it off the net. Troutman and Huff try to keep it alive, and they can't. Point West Burlington, and they've got a set point now at 24-12. Here comes Webb back in for Frank for the Falcons. Armstrong on the serve, right of center. Lydia, the serve to Wiley. Urach, and then Huff will tip with the left hand, and Hopkins got a piece of it, but it falls. Huff gets a side out for the Warriors, her 4th kill of set 1. That's the team's 10th. 24-13, Urach on the serve for Van Buren County from her customary spot along the right edge of the lane there. Applegate, the receive. Woodsmall to Webb, and that one's out. No touch on the block. Webb overhit it. So point Warriors. They're back within 10 at 24-14. Urach's next serve on the way. Applegate, the receive. Woodsmall going back to Webb on the middle. Blocked by the Warriors. Kept alive by Armstrong. Back to Woodsmall to Schaefer. Cross court off the outside to the middle back, and she hit that one out. So 2 attack errors in a row trying to end the set. Gives 2 points to the Warriors. 24-15. Urach, a mini service run. Next one on the way from Sophia. Applegate, the receive. Woodsmall back to Webb. She'll tip over the block, and nobody might have got a piece of it. Nobody there. Kaylee Webb, a tip 25-15 is the way that West Burlington wins the first set. Webb, her 7th kill. That's the 13th as a team in set 1. So we'll take a 1-minute break. We'll come on back and do a set 1 recap brought to you by Dowd's Quick Stop of Dowd's for gas and all the convenience and daily food specials. You're listening to Warrior Volleyball Class 2A Region 8 quarterfinal. West Burlington takes the first set 25-15. Back with you in 60 seconds right here on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Are you thinking about or ready to build that home or shop or deck that you've been dreaming about? Come see us at Dowd's Lumber and Home Center in Dowd's, and we will transform your dreams into reality. By using our 3D computer-aided design system, you can see and walk through your dream project. After your project is designed, we can generate a detailed material list to see if it fits within your budget. Contact Mike or Josh at Dowd's Lumber and Home Center to get your project started today. 641-936-7115 or check us out at dowdslumber.com.
At Van Buren County Hospital, we're proud to support the Van Buren County Warriors on the field, on the stage, and in the classroom. Whether you're crossing the finish line, acing a test, or painting a masterpiece, we're cheering you on every step of the way. And when you need us, we're here with compassionate care, expert providers, and a wide range of services for the whole family. Van Buren County Hospital. Quality care close to home.
We're back with the Van Buren County Warriors on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
All right, back with you, the Ottumwa Radio broadcast booth here from Keosauqua, Iowa, Van Buren County Community Junior Senior High School, Class 2A Region 8 quarterfinal, girls high school varsity volleyball action for you. West Burlington wins the first set, 25-15. Let's do a set recap brought to you by Dowd's Quick Stop of Dowd's for gas and all the convenience and daily food specials. Set 2, which we'll be getting underway in a little bit, brought to you by Roto-Rooter on Gateway Drive. All right, from set 1, 1 service error for the Warriors, none for West Burlington. West Burlington had an ace, the Warriors with none. West Burlington 13 kills, the Warriors with 10. Each team with a block for a point. West Burlington wins at 25-15. Individually, Brenna Schaefer, an ace and a kill. Ellie Frank, 2 kills. Kaylee Webb, 7 kills. Lydia Armstrong, a kill. Kylie Applegate with 2. For the Warriors, Ashlyn Huff led the way with 4 kills. Marley Mertens with 1. Daphne Wells with 3. Ada Troutman with 2. On the floor to start set 2, Huff, Troutman, Urach up front. Sickles, Wiley, Mertens in the back. For West Burlington, Schaefer, Woodsmall, Webb up front. Armstrong will serve it. Hopkins and Applegate in the back. Here we go, underway in set 2. That serve from Armstrong to Sickles. Urach is going to go Troutman out of the middle, and Ada hit it into the net. 4 hits on the Warriors. West Burlington leads set 2, 1-0. So, in the 4 matchups between these two teams so far, ending set 1, they've played 10 sets. Each team has won 5. Armstrong, the next serve. Wiley up to get it. Urach, forearm set to Huff. Roll shot off the outside. Oh, in between, a miscommunication between Hopkins and Armstrong, and it falls. So Huff a kill off the outside, gets the Warriors a side out. Her 5th, team first of set 2, 11 to the match. We're tied at 1. Yurok the serve for Van Buren County. Applegate the receive. Woodsmall to Webb in the middle. She'll tip. Campfire shot into the middle. Nobody there for the Warriors. Webb, that's her 3rd tip kill, I believe. Her 8th overall. Team's first in set 2, 14th to the match. West Burlington leads at 2-1. Brenna Schaefer from the right corner sends the next serve on the way. A good low serve. Sickles the receive. Yurok back set right side. Troutman. She'll go cross court. And it was out. No touch. Attack air. Point Falcons 3-1. West Burlington leads set 2. Schaefer. Serve on the way. Sickles the receive. Yurok. The back row attack. Mertens off the block. Armstrong keeps it alive to Woodsmall. Webb will tip it deep. Mertens back into play. Yurok to Huff on the outside. Blocked. Huff keeps it alive. Sickles blocked by Webb. Kept alive by Troutman. Sickles came up short into the net. Attack air on the Warriors. Webb a couple of blocks there on that rally. Gives West Burlington a 4-1 lead here in set 2. Schaefer the next serve on the way. Wiley's pass goes to Yurok. Back set, or no, she'll set middle. Huff. Ooh. And they say it was out. The line judge, no touch. She went out of the middle to the back right corner and attack air. 5-1 West Burlington. Warriors still looking for that side out. Schaefer continues her service run. Mertens up to get it. Yurok set her dump on 2. Webb keeps it alive. Woodsmall. Forearm set to Applegate off the outside to the middle back. Mertens on the dig. Yurok, she'll go to Huff on the outside, and that one down in front of Schaefer. Wells in for Troutman. Huff another kill, her 6th, team 2nd of set 2, 12th of the match, 5-2. West Burlington in set 2, they lead it 1-0. Wiley, serve on the way for the Warriors. Schaefer, Woodsmall, Webb out of the middle, off the block, kept alive by Yurok. Wiley comes to help out, back set. Huff and a free ball. Good job by Ashland. Armstrong has it. Woodsmall. Webb dug by Wiley, and it's off the basketball hoop. Webb a kill out of the middle. Not a tip. That was a powerful one. Her 9th, team 2nd in set 2, 15th of the match. Substitution. Jeffries in for Hopkins for the Falcons. Woodsmall, their setter, back to serve. Left to center on the service line. Falcons lead it set 2, 6-2. Woodsmall's serve on the way. Mertens the receive. Yurok going to Wells on the outside. Daphne hit it into the net. Too many attack errors. Maybe the ball a little bit too far away from the net for Daphne's liking on that one. 7-2, West Burlington leading. 1-0, and they're up by 5 here in set 2. Warriors, they got to do something right now. There's a service error. That'll help out by Woodsmall. First of the match for the Falcons. Free point Warriors. 7-3, West Burlington with the lead in set 2. Ashland Huff to serve for Van Buren County. Right to center for Ashland. How about a service run? Serve on the way. Schaefer to Woodsmall to Webb out of the middle. A tip blocked right back at her by Daphne Wells, and Webb couldn't do anything about it. Blocked for a point. First to set 2, 2nd of the match for the Warriors. 7-4, West Burlington up 3 here in set 2. Huff the next serve on the way. Received by Schaefer. Woodsmall has to come and get it. Applegate a roll shot off the outside. Yurok on the dig. Wiley comes to help out. Sickles a roll shot off the right side. Blocked by Webb, but it falls. Sickles a kill off the right side. Her first, team 3rd in set 2, 13th of the match for the Warriors, and they're back within 2 in set 2, 7-5. Huff will continue. Serve on the way from Ashland. A good low serve. Schaefer, Woodsmall, Webb to the middle. Dug by Wiley on a soft attack. Yurok back set Sickles. Dug in the middle back by Armstrong. Then Woodsmall back set to the right side. Cross court by Jeffries. Huff on the dig. Yurok center dump on 2. Schaefer, then Woodsmall. Lydia Armstrong, a back row attack. That catches some line. Armstrong, once again, a back row attack for the libero. Her 2nd kill, team 3rd. Substitution, Frank in for Armstrong. Webb will serve it. It's a 3rd kill of set 2 for West Burlington. They're 16th of the match. They lead at 8-5. Webb over towards the left corner. Ooh, off the net and down for the unconventional ace. Webb's first, team 1st in set 2. They're 2nd of the match. 9-5. West Burlington up 4 in set 2. They lead it 1-0. Webb the next serve on the way to Sickles. Yurok. Back row attack. Wiley on a little roll shot. Schaefer, Woodsmall, Frank tips over the block. Urach is there. Then Wells. Wiley, another roll shot from the back middle. Webb, Woodsmall, and Applegate off the block of the Warriors, but it goes out of bounds. Wells got her, but it ricocheted to the right on the West Burlington side and out of bounds. Applegate a kill over there. Her third, team fourth of set 2, 17th of the match. 10-5. Webb's next serve on the way. Sickles, the receive. Urach going to Mertens. Down, was off the block, a touch. It was landed out down the line, but a touch by West Burlington gives the Warriors a side out. Armstrong back in for Webb. So Mertens, second kill for her, fourth as a team in set 2, 14th of the match. 10-6. Sickles on the way. West Burlington with the lead. Armstrong, then Woodsmall, going to Applegate on the outside. Popped up in the air in the back by Huff. Then Urach, a forearm set to Mertens. Roll shot off the outside, cross court, dug by Schaefer. Woodsmall going back to Applegate, blocked by the Warriors, kept alive by Urach. Sickles, a free ball coming from Mertens to Armstrong. Two-handed pass. Woodsmall, then Applegate in attack. That's in. Wiley and Huff let it go. In between them, Applegate another kill, her fourth. Team fifth of set 2, 18th of the match. It's 11-6, West Burlington. Applegate back to serve. A little bit right of center on that service line. Huff up to get it, but it ricochets backwards, and Mertens got a piece of it. But it'll fall on the Warriors' side. I guess not technically an ace because two people touched it, but it kind of acted as one. 12-6. Applegate's next serve. Sickles up to get it. Wiley comes to help out Mertens. To the middle back, Armstrong on the dig, then Woodsmall, and then tipped across by Schaefer. Mertens, Urach, Wells. Dug by Armstrong in the middle back. Pass to Woodsmall. Free ball from Schaefer. Huff has it. Her pass to Urach going to Wells out of the middle. Partially blocked, kept alive by Schaefer, then Armstrong, then a free ball from Woodsmall. Wiley's got the dig. Urach, Mertens off the block, kept alive by Woodsmall. Armstrong comes to help out, and that pass a bad one. Schaefer couldn't get it. That's an error on West Burlington, giving a point to the Warriors. 12-7. Wiley out, Troutman in. That means Daphne Wells on the Warriors' rotation, as it's been all year long, is back to serve for Van Buren County. Daphne right to center on that service line, sends a serve on the way to Applegate. Woodsmall the set. Applegate a back row middle attack. Cross court into the corner and good. To the right of Huff. Applegate, her fifth kill. Team 6 in set 2, 19th of the match. Here comes Hopkins in for Jeffries, and Hopkins will serve for the Falcons. It's 13-7 West Burlington. They lead it 1-0. Right to center, Hopkins serve on the way. Huff has the receive. Urach back set right side, Mertens. Off of Armstrong and to the wall. Mertens with a kill off the right side, gets the Warriors a side out. Marley Mertens, her third kill, team 5th of set 2. 15th of the match for the Warriors. It's 13-8. Mertens to serve towards the right corner. Applegate the receive. Woodsmall to Frank. Dug by Wiley. Overpass. Woodsmall, then Armstrong, then Schaefer a roll shot off the outside. Sickles on the dig. Joust at the net. And the Warriors, it was won by Woodsmall. Warriors had 3 contacts, no angle to send it over. Rolled along the net on our side. That's an error. West Burlington a point. Frank out, Webb in, Armstrong to serve. 14-8 Falcons in set 2. They're up 1-0. Lydia Armstrong, right to center, serve on the way to Sickles. Ricochets, Urach has to save it. Troutman, a free ball that lands out. An error on the Warriors. 15-8, and here comes another timeout from head coach Selena Sayre in Van Buren County. 15-8, West Burlington leads it in set 2. They're up 1-0. Quick 30-second break. Back with more Warrior volleyball action in this Class 2A Region 8 quarterfinal right here on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
This is Tim with Slayton Polaris. I'm sure you would agree with me that while we enjoy watching our kids grow up on the farm, we also wish they could stay little for as long as possible. 1 minute they are small enough to play in a tractor tire, and the next thing you know, they are bigger than you. With all of life's changes, you can take comfort in knowing that Slayton Polaris will try their best to keep things the same. We always offer the best machines at the best possible prices and strive to treat everyone the way we would want to be treated. This has always been our policy since we opened our doors. We look forward to meeting you at Slayton Polaris, 8 miles south and west of Pulaski.
We're back with the Van Buren County Warriors on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Back with you to the Ottumwa Radio broadcast booth from inside the gymnasium, Van Buren County Community Junior Senior High School. Fred Parsons Court. West Burlington up in set 2, 15-8. Armstrong to serve. Falcons lead 1-0. Wiley's got it in the middle back. Yurok comes to get it. Then Huff on the outside, blocked, but enough power that it goes out of bounds all the way past the end line. Webb and Woodsmall there on the block, but Huff, too much power. They couldn't control it. She gets her 7th kill. Team 6 in set 2, 16th of the match. 15-9, Yurok on the serve. Applegate, Woodsmall, then Webb out of the middle off the block. Popped up in the air by Yurok. Wiley, she'll set Huff, tipped off the outside. And then a joust at the net that Huff wins on the pass from Schaefer to Woodsmall. Not sure if that's a kill or not. We'll give her her 8th, team 7th, 15-10. Serve from Yurok, handled by Webb to Woodsmall to Webb. She'll tip Troutman. Huff, they keep it alive. Yurok a free ball to Woodsmall. Then Armstrong, a forearm set to Schaefer. Roll shot off the outside, dug by Huff. Cross court. Yurok back to Huff. Roll shot to the, that's out past the end line. Attack air Warriors. (16-10) West Burlington. Schaefer on the serve. Sickles the receive. Yurok. Mertens a back row attack. That goes errantly long. Again, error on the Warriors. 17-10. Schaefer towards that right corner will serve it for the Falcons. Wiley with the dig, or the receive in the middle back. Yurok set to Huff out of the middle. A tip in between Hopkins and Armstrong again. Kind of just tipped it that way and it fell. Miscommunication. Wells in for Troutman. Huff gets her 9th kill. 8th as a team in set 2, 18th of the match. Warriors still down 6, so 17-11. Wiley, a good low serve off the Armstrong off the net. Woodsmall couldn't control it. There's an ace for the Warriors, their first of the match, and Wiley gets it. So back within 5, 17-12, right along that left or right edge of the lane. Lexi Wiley a serve. Schaefer, Woodsmall, Applegate a roll shot off the outside, dug by Mertens. Yurok going to Huff on our outside, blocked by Webb, kept alive by Applegate. Woodsmall back to Webb off of Wiley and out of bounds. Webb takes care of that one out of the middle, her 10th kill. Team's 7th. Here comes Jeffries in for Hopkins. That's West Burlington's 7th kill in set 2, their 20th of the match. They lead at 17-12 here in set 2. Hopkins is out. Jeffries is in. Woodsmall, the setter, serve on the way to Wiley. Yurok back into play, not a good pass. Huff a roll shot off the right side. Armstrong, Woodsmall to Webb. She'll tip. Huff keeps it alive. Yurok, Warriors out of system. Huff a free ball to Armstrong. Then Woodsmall, Webb out of the middle off the Warrior block and out of bounds. Wells and Sickles in the right spot. Webb too much power, just like Huff, hit it off the block and ricochet to the right, out of bounds. Webb gets her 11th kill. That's the 8th in set 2 for the Falcons, 21st of the match, and they lead it by 7, 19-12 here in set 2. They're up 1-0. Woodsmall left to center, serve on the way. Wiley the receive. Yurok back set right side. Huff cross court to the right of Woodsmall and down. Too much power. Put Ashland in a good spot, and she'll put that one away every time. Huff gets her 10th, team 9th. As far as kills go, in set 2, Warrior kills brought to you by Van Buren County Hospital. Simply remarkable. That Warrior ace was Pilot Grove Savings Bank by Wiley. 19th kill of the match. 19-13, serve from Huff. Armstrong, Woodsmall, Webb, tipped. Yurok is there. Wiley, a back set. Not a good pass. Mertens a free ball off the outside. Applegate, Woodsmall. Applegate blocked by the Warriors, kept alive by Jeffries. Woodsmall, a back set to Webb in the middle, and she overhit that one past the end line. Point, Van Buren County, 19-14. And here comes a timeout from the Falcons. So, quick 30-second break. Warriors have cut it to 5 here in set 2. 19-14, West Burlington leads it. They lead it 1-0. Back with you in 30 seconds for more Warrior volleyball action right here on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Tiffany here. The best things in life are a nice spring day, a tasty treat, and a great deal. That's right, a great deal. So why not swing by Dowd's Quick Stop? Savor our barbecue chicken pizza or classic cheeseburger and fries combo. Craving something sweet? Our ice cream is on and is the best around. Dive into our spring fun with our specialty pizza starting at $17.99. Visit us today in Dowd's and follow us on Facebook at Dowd's Quick Stop for more delicious deals. Stop by for a quick taste of spring.
We're back with the Van Buren County Warriors on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
We're back with you here inside the Ottumwa Radio broadcast booth from Van Buren County Community Junior Senior High School, 19-14. West Burlington up 5, but the Warriors on the serve and a little run here. Trying to come back in set number 2. They trail it 1-0. Huff the serve, Armstrong the receive. Woodsmall to the outside for Applegate. Off the Warrior block of Wells and Sickles, and ricochets out of the bounds on the Warriors side. So Applegate a kill there. Frank back in for Armstrong for the Falcons. Applegate's 6th. It's a team 9th in set 2, 22nd in the match. West Burlington leads it 20-14. They get a side out after that timeout. Webb left to center, sends a serve on the way. Huff up to get it. Urach. And Mertens will tip off the outside. Applegate, Woodsmall, back to Applegate. Ooh, off one contact and 2 and 3. Urach had it ricochet to Huff's face and then off of Wiley. Anyway, the end result is they couldn't send it over on 3 contacts. So a point. Falcons, 21-14. Webb, the next one on the way. Sickles. Urach. Wiley will tip out of the back row. Woodsmall up to get it. Webb. And a third contact doesn't come over the net. That's an error on the Falcons. Webb out, Armstrong in, 21-15. West Burlington with a 6-point lead. Sickles on the serve towards the right corner for the Warriors. Sickles the serve on the way to Armstrong. Woodsmall back into play. Armstrong a free ball. Wiley. Urach. Mertens blocked by West Burlington. Marley reaches out and sends it back, but it comes over the net and out of bounds. Blocked by Jeffries and Woodsmall, I believe, there. 22-15. West Burlington up 7 here in set number 2. They lead it 1-0. Kylie Applegate, right of center on the service line, sends a serve on the way to Sickles. The receive, Huff to Mertens. She'll tip. 1 contact and 2 and down. Mertens a kill, tip kill on the left, or outside. That's the left side. Troutman in for Wiley. Wells to serve. Mertens her 4th. Here comes a sub. Hopkins coming in for Jeffries. It's a team 10th kill in set 2, 20th of the match. 22-16. Warriors within 6. Need a service run here from somebody. Daphne Wells, right of center. Serve on the way. Up to get it is Applegate, then Woodsmall. Schaefer, a roll shot off the outside. Wells on the dig. Huff back into play. Urach a free ball to the Falcons. Applegate has it. Woodsmall going to Frank out of the middle off the Warrior block. Sickles on the dig, but it goes over but out of bounds. Frank a kill out of the middle. Her 3rd, team 10th of set 2. Wiley back in for Wells. That's West Burlington's 23rd kill of the match. They lead it 23-16. Hopkins on the serve. Huff on the receive. Overpass joust at the net. One by Urach. Woodsmall got a piece of it. It's over the net, but on the wrong side. So an error on West Burlington there on the dig attempt. Gives a point to the Warriors, 23-17. Mertens, serve into the net. First service there of set 2, 2nd in the match for the Warriors. Gives West Burlington. Here comes Webb in for Frank. Gives the Falcons a set point at 24-17. Armstrong on the serve, on the way. Wiley up to get it. Urach tips it over on 2. Schaefer, Woodsmall, Webb out of the middle. Puts it away to the right of Wiley. 25-17. West Burlington wins set 2. Webb gets her 12th kill. It's the 11th kill of set 2 for West Burlington. 24th of the match. Take a 1-minute break. Come on back with us. We'll do a set 2 recap brought to you by Dowd's Quick Stop of Dowd's for gas and all the convenience and daily food specials. Back with you in 60 seconds for a set 2 recap. You're tuned in to Warrior Volleyball in a Class 2A Region 8 quarterfinal action right here on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
This is Van Buren County Superintendent Jeremy Hissam, and we are so excited to honor two of our fourth graders as they were selected as National Math Stars. They were selected by scoring in the top 1% of all students in Iowa on their Iowa Assessment Math Test. Ona Nichols and Kai Dervinga, congratulations and keep up the great work. We are so proud of you. Postseason competition is almost here, and we wish our student athletes the best of luck. Here in Van Buren County, we have one goal: be a great school for all kids. Warrior Pride, countywide.
Hi, I'm Cody Crane with Crane Concrete Ready Mix. If you're tired of not mattering to the big corporate companies, then call us. When you work with us, you won't be on a waiting list. We can get you concrete when you need it. We are a family-owned business, offer competitive prices, and are easy to work with. We deliver to Davis, Wapello, Van Buren, and Jefferson counties. Work with a company that will take care of you. Call me, Cody Crane, at 641-919-1350.
We're back with the Van Buren County Warriors on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
All right, we're back with you here in the Ottumwa Radio broadcast booth from Van Buren County Community Junior Senior High School. West Burlington takes the first two sets, 25-15 and 25-17. Let's do a quick set two recap brought to you by Dowd's Quick Stop of Dowd's. One service error for each team in set two, 1/8 for each team in set two. 10 kills for the Warriors, 11 for West Burlington in that second set. The Warriors with a block for a point, West Burlington without any block for a point in that second set. Individually, Kaylee Webb leading the way with 12 kills, Kylie Applegate with 6, Lydia Armstrong with 2, Ellie Frank with 3, Schaefer with 1. Schaefer and Webb have the aces for the Warriors. 10 kills for Huff, 4 for Mertens, 3 for Wells, 2 for Troutman, 1 for Sickles. So the Warriors going to have to reverse sweep, and Urach the serve on the way to start set 3. Armstrong, Woodsmall, Webb out of the middle to the left of Wiley and down. Kaylee Webb continues her good night, her 13th kill of the match, first of set 3 for West Burlington, 25th of the match. 1-0. West Burlington, they get a side out immediately. Schaefer going to serve for the Falcons towards the right corner, a serve on the way. Wiley pass to Urach, to the middle for Huff, blocked. Urach keeps it alive. Mertens, Troutman, a free ball that's going to creep over the net. Nice job. Woodsmall to Armstrong, going to Applegate. A roll shot off the outside, dug by Mertens. Urach going to Huff. She'll tip off of Schaefer, and not able to be controlled. So Huff, cross court tip, kind of a hard tip kill. Wells in for Troutman. Wiley's going to serve. Huff gets the side out, her 11th kill. First of set 3 for the Warriors, 21st of the match. Lexi Wiley's jump serve. Schaefer up to get it. Woodsmall, Webb, 3 contacts, and they can't send it over. So I think that's the first lead of the match for the Warriors at 2-1 here in set 3. It'd be nice to get a lead and play with control of a set here. Let's see if we can do it. Wiley, the serve to Armstrong. Woodsmall has to come and get it. Roll shot by Applegate. Wiley on the dig. Daphne Wells, she'll set Huff, tipped. Applegate back over to get it, and then Armstrong. Roll shot by Schaefer out of the back. Wiley on the dig. Urach to Huff. Applegate on the dig to Webb. Tipped over. Urach keeps it alive. Wiley a back set to the outside. Huff, she overhit it. That one goes past the end line, and an attack here by the Warriors. So side out for the Falcons. We're tied at 2 in set 3. Set 3 brought to you by Slayton Polaris, 8 miles south and west of Pulaski. Woodsmall the serve. Wiley, Wells, Urach a free ball. Good job to keep that alive. Schaefer's pass goes to Woodsmall to Webb out of the middle off the block of the Warriors. Huff back into play. Sickles tried to tip it over with the left hand and mistimed it. Error on Van Buren County. Gives West Burlington a point there. 3-2, Falcons. Woodsmall on the serve again, left to center. Wiley lets it go, it lands in. Breaks have just gone the way of West Burlington tonight. That's an ace for number 11, Woodsmall. Her first, team first in set 3, their third ace of the match, 4-2. Woodsmall's serve on the way to Wiley. Sickles. Overpass Webb off of Mertens into the back wall. Passing right now not very crisp from the Warriors. Webb a kill, her 14th Team second in set 3, 26th of the match, 5-2. Falcons with the lead here in set 3. They're up 2-0. Left to center, Woodsmall to serve. Wiley, Urach, back set, Huff, can't tip it across. Bad pass, or a bad set, I guess you would call it. Attack here on the Warriors. It's 6-2. West Burlington up 4. It's Halloween night over in the student section. Lots of neat costumes over there. That serve from Woodsmall. Huff has a ricochet to the right and out of bounds. That is an ace for Woodsmall, her second, team second of set 3, fourth of the match. 7-2. Timeout Warriors. They trail by 5 in set 3 and down 2-0. Back with you in 30 seconds for more Warrior volleyball action right here on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
This is Jeremy with Cranston Family Funeral Home. I want to take a moment and say thank you, not for choosing our funeral home, although we're deeply honored when you do, but for showing up for your neighbors, for supporting small businesses, for standing in line at visitations and hugging people you maybe haven't seen in years. That is what makes our communities feel like home. At Cranston Family Funeral Home, we don't believe in flashy promises. We believe in showing up quietly, respectfully, and doing the work that matters when it matters most. So from our family to yours, thank you. We see you, we are grateful for you, and we'll be here when you need us.
All right, we're back from Van Buren County Community Junior Senior High School here in the Ottumwa Radio broadcast booth. Continuing set 3, Warriors down 2-0. West Burlington leads set 3, 7-2. Woodsmall, left to center, sends a serve on the way to Mertens. Urach, back set right side, Huff, tipped over the block and in. Over the block of Webb and Applegate. Huff with a left-handed tip gets a side out for the Warriors. Huff's 12th kill of the night. Second as a team in set 3, 22nd of the match, 7-3. Huff will serve it for Van Buren County. Serves it to Schaefer. Woodsmall has to come and help out. Back row attack by Armstrong off the block of Wells, but it falls in front of the rest of the Warriors. It's the third time Armstrong has got a kill on a back row attack with a libero tonight. Frank in for Armstrong. Third kill of set 3 for West Burlington, 27th of the match. They lead 8-3. Webb left to center, serve on the way for the Falcons. Sickles, overpass. Frank cleans it up. Mertens on the dig. Then Urach back to Mertens. She'll tip. Applegate one-handed. Woodsmall a forearm set. Webb a back row middle attack. Dug by Wiley. Pass to Urach. Sickles off the right side. Cross court dug by Woodsmall. Then Hopkins will set Applegate off of Wiley, and nobody else going to get it. Applegate, her 7th kill. Team 4th in set 3, 28th of the match. Warriors definitely had momentum in the first 2 matches against West Burlington, defeating them 3-1 and 2-1. But that serve from Webb to Sickles off the net. Urach, Sickles keeps it alive and sends it over to Webb. Woodsmall then Applegate, a roll shot. Mertens on the dig. Urach back set right side Sickles. Dug by Webb in the middle back. Woodsmall going to Applegate. Cross court to Mertens, pops it up in the air with 2 hands. Urach is set, back to Marley. She'll bang one off the block, off the outside, dug by Schaefer to Woodsmall to Applegate. And to the right of Huff and down. Applegate having a nice match here, supporting Webb. That's her 8th kill, team 5th of set 3, 29th of the match. 10-3, West Burlington in control again in set 3. But ever since the first set over at Davis County Tournament, West Burlington here having their way. That serve, Huff on the receive. Wiley, Mertens can't send it over. 4 hits on the Warriors, and the passing tonight from Van Buren County it has not been the best. Webb, it's 11-3. That serve, Huff has the receive, then Wiley. Mertens, a roll shot down the line. Woodsmall has it. Webb, she'll set Applegate, tipped over from the outside. Huff on the dig to Urach. Mertens will tip it over to the middle. Webb come up to get it. A tip kill from Mertens to the campfire shot in the middle. Webb out, Armstrong in. Mertens gets her 5th. Team 3rd in set 3, 23rd of the match. Side out. Sickles on the serve. West Burlington leads set 3, 11-4, up 2-0. Armstrong on the receive. Woodsmall going to Applegate. Bangs it off the Warrior block and in front of Wiley. Wiley got a piece of it. It was off of Wells, and then Wiley and down. Applegate another kill. Her 9th, team 6th in set 3, 30th of the match, 12-4. West Burlington up 8, Applegate, service error into the net. That's the first of set 3, 2nd of the match on service errors for the Falcons. Troutman in for Wiley, Daphne Wells. is back to serve for Van Buren County. 12-5. Wells a little bit right of center on the service line. Applegate on the receive. Woodsmall, Schaefer off the outside, overhit it past the end line and out of bounds. Attack error, Falcons. 12-6. Daphne Wells will serve again for the Warriors. Sends it on the way. Applegate the receive. Woodsmall, Frank off the Warrior block, dug by Wells in the back. Urach going to Mertens. She'll bang one off the outside, dug by, they're going to say in the net on the block attempt. It's either Hopkins or Frank. Point Warriors. Comes Jeffries in for Hopkins for the Falcons. It's 12-7. Daphne Wells, right of center, serves again. Applegate the receive. Woodsmall going to Schaefer on the outside. Off the Warrior block, Wells up to get it. Urach going to set Mertens on the outside. She'll bang one off the block and off of Schaefer and out of bounds. Mertens a kill off the outside, her 6th, team 4th in set 3, 24th of the match. It's 12-8. Van Buren County back within 4 here in set 3, trailing 2-0. Daphne Wells, the next serve on the way, took a little bit off. Applegate up to get it, into the net and down. That'll be an ace. First to set 3, second of the match. For the Warriors, Wells gets it, her first. Wells and Wiley, the aces, brought to you by Pilot Grove Savings Bank, 12-9. Daphne's next serve on the way. Armstrong up to get it. Woodsmall. Back set right side, Jeffries. Cross court, off of Urach. Huff back into play. Troutman a free ball. Applegate's pass goes to Woodsmall, then Frank out of the middle. Through the Warrior block and down of Troutman and Urach. Frank a kill out of the middle. Wells out, Wiley in. Hopkins in for Jeffries. Ellie Frank, her 4th kill. 7th as a team in set 3, 31st of the match for West Burlington. It's 13-9. Falcons with a 4-point lead. Emerson Hopkins, right of center, sends a serve on the way. Sickles the receive. Mertens, forearm set to Troutman, a roll shot out of the middle. Armstrong on the dig in the middle back. Woodsmall, Frank off of Wiley and out of bounds. Ellie Frank out of the middle. Her 5th put away. Team 8th in set 3. 32nd of the match, 14-9. West Burlington with a 5-point lead here in set 3. Hopkins right of center. Next serve on the way. Might have clipped the tape. Huff has the receive. Wiley. Ashland will tip it from the back. Applegate passing to Woodsmall to Schaefer. She'll bang one off the Warrior black, dug nicely by Wiley. Troutman keeps it alive. Then Mertens to the back. Overhit it. Out of bounds. Attack error Warriors. And it's 15-9. Hopkins on the serve still for West Burlington. That serve on the way. Huff and overhead pass. Urach will set Troutman. She'll bang one off the outside, dug by Armstrong. Then Woodsmall, then Frank, a tip. Urach is there to support the Troutman block. Wiley comes to help out. Mertens will tip it. Schaefer, Woodsmall, back to Schaefer on the outside. Off the Warrior block. Sickles keeps it alive. Then Wiley. Then Marley, a roll shot off of the outside. Woodsmall to Armstrong. Schaefer will punch it across. Wiley has it. Urach going to set Mertens. Bang one off the outside, off of Applegate into the back wall. Mertens, her 7th kill of the night. 5th as a team in set 3, 25th of the match. Warriors back within 5 here in set 3, 15-10. Marley towards the right corner, sends a serve to Applegate. Pass to Woodsmall, going to Schaefer. Off the outside, dug by Mertens in the back. Urach, Huff. Off of the outside, puts one away. Through the defense, she whistled that one in there between Hopkins and Armstrong. Huff, her 13th kill of the night, 6th for the Warriors in set 3, their 26th kill of the night. 15-11, Mertens the serve. Applegate the receive. Woodsmall, Frank, a tip. Huff is there. Urach back set to Mertens, an attack, middle back, and Marley hit it well past the end line. Attack here, Warriors. Frank out, Webb in. 16-11. Armstrong, right of center, sends a high floater serve on the way to Sickles. Urach over to Huff. Dug cross court by Applegate. Woodsmall, then Webb. She puts that one away in front of Mertens out of the middle. Webb, her 15th kill of the night. That's the 9th for the Falcons in set 3. 33rd for them. in the match, and they have control of the set and the match. They're up 6 in set 3, leading 2 sets to none, 17-11. Armstrong, serve. Sickles up in the air to Wiley. Huff off the block of Webb and down. On the West Burlington side, Huff, her 14th put away of the night. 7th for Van Buren County in set 3, 27th of the night, 17-12. Yurok serve. Handled by Applegate. Woodsmall and Webb puts another one away to the right of Mertens out of the middle. Just too tough to handle there without a double block. Webb's 16th kill. That's the 10th in set 3 for West Burlington, 34th of the match. It's 18-12. West Burlington up 6. Schaefer from the right corner sends a serve on the way. Wiley, an overhead pass. Yurok, overhead set. Huff out of the middle. Dug by Schaefer. Woodsmall, then Webb. Off the block. Wiley with a one-arm dig. Yurok, Wiley, a roll shot out of the back. Blocked by Webb. Ricochet to the right and down. Here comes Wells in for Troutman. Wiley will serve, and Lexi gets a kill, her first, team 8th in set 3, 28th of the match, 18-13. Lexi Wiley, right of center, jump serve on the way. Armstrong pass to Woodsmall to Webb. Off the Warrior block, dug by Yurok. Mertens comes to help out, then Huff off the outside, blocked by Webb, right back and inbounds. Blocked for a point by Webb. First to set 3, second of the match for West Burlington. 19-13. Falcons up 6. Woodsmall left to center on the service line. Short serve. Huff up to get it. Yurok, a forearm set to Wells on the outside. She went back towards that left corner and out. Attack your Warriors, and the points are trickling away. 20-13. West Burlington up 7 in set 3. They lead it 2 sets to none. Left to center is Woodsmall. A serve on the way. Wiley, Sickles, out of system are the Warriors. Huff a free ball to Schaefer. Woodsmall, then Webb out of the middle, off the Warrior block, to the right and down. Or out of bounds. I don't know if it landed in or out. Doesn't matter. Warriors last touch. Webb another kill out of the middle. 17 for her. 11 in the set for the Falcons. 35 in the match. 21-13. West Burlington up 8. Woodsmall, the serve. Wiley, the receive. Yurok, back set, right side. Huff. Blocked, kept alive on one contact, and no more. Blocked for a point by West Burlington. Their second in 3 points here. Second is set 3, third of the match, 22-13. Woodsmall to Wiley. Yurok going to set Huff on the right side. She'll roll one. Middle back, dug by Armstrong. Then Woodsmall going to Applegate. She'll roll one from the outside, dug by Mertens, and Yurok to Sickles. Tacking off the right side, dug by Schaefer. Woodsmall, Webb out of the middle. Wiley the dig up into the ceiling. Huff tries to keep it alive. Nobody else can get it. 23-13, Webb. Sickles coming out. 15, Addison McLean into the match. Webb, her 18th kill, 12th as a team, 36th of the match. 12th as a team in set 3. 23-13, Woodsmall left to center. Serve on the way. Wiley. Yurok back into play. Huffle tip, partially blocked by Webb and kept alive by Webb to Woodsmall. Back row attack, put tip by Armstrong to Wiley to Yurok. Back into play. Wells, one arm back to West Burlington. Armstrong to Woodsmall to Webb out of the middle. To her right and to the left of Wiley, and good. Set point, match point for West Burlington. 19th kill for Webb, 13th for the Falcons in set 3. 37th of the match. They lead at 24-13. Woodsmall on a nice service run. She'll try to end it. Set point, match point. Huff on the receive. Yurok. Then Huff, and it crawls over and lands out of bounds. Attack Air Warriors 25-13. West Burlington wins the third set, and the match 3 sets to none. So the Warrior volleyball season comes to an end. The last match for the seniors, and that will take us to the post-game show brought to you by Cranston Family Funeral Home in Fairfield and Keosauqua. Not a survey with Monument Sales and Irish Ridge Cremation. CranstonFamilyFuneralHome.com. They've got the post-game show. So West Burlington will move on to face the winner of the Danville and Regina Catholic match. That'll be next Monday, October 27th. The Warrior girls varsity volleyball season comes to an end at a 19-2 15 record. But we'll get to all that in the post-game show. We'll take a 3-minute break. You can hear some more of our wonderful sponsors. If you're in the area and need some local business, please make sure you give them a chance. They're a huge part of why you could hear this broadcast on 92.7 tonight and also view it on the Ottumwa Radio YouTube channel. 3-minute break. That'll give me a chance to add up some statistics, and we'll come back and do the post-game show brought to you by Cranston Family Funeral Home. You're tuned in to Warrior Volleyball right here on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Need help with your next home project? Look no further than Wasco Hardware in Keosauqua. We're your small town service and big city selection. From kitchen and bath showrooms to complete do-it-yourself solutions, we've got you covered. Let us do it for you. We offer free in-home estimates, free delivery, and flexible financing options. Our team of professionals represents the top brands in cabinetry and countertops. Day or evening appointments are available because customer service is our #1 priority. Visit our showroom today and discover why Wasco Hardware in Keosauqua is your home improvement headquarters.
Whether you're building your dream home, expanding the family farm, or just need a little help getting started, Pilot Grove Savings Bank is here for you. Our experienced lending team offers personalized service with competitive rates because we live here too, and we know what matters. Pilot Grove Savings Bank. We make your goals our priority. Visit us at pilotgrovesavingsbank.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Are you thinking about or ready to build that home or shop or deck that you've been dreaming about? Come see us at Dowd's Lumber and Home Center in Dowd's, and we will transform your dreams into reality. By using our 3D computer-aided design system, you can see and walk through your dream project. After your project is designed, we can generate a detailed material list to see if it fits within your budget. Contact Mike or Josh at Dowd's Lumber and Home Center to get your project started today. 641-936-7115 or check us out at dowdslumber.com.
This is Van Buren County Superintendent Jeremy Hissom. We are so excited to honor 2 of our 4th graders as they were selected as National Math Stars. They were selected by scoring in the top 1% of all students in Iowa on their Iowa Assessment Math Test. Ona Nichols and Kai Dervinga, congratulations and keep up the great work. We are so proud of you. Postseason competition is almost here, and we wish our student athletes the best of luck. Here in Van Buren County, we have one goal: be a great school for all kids. Warrior Pride, countywide.
This is Milo Wells with Wells Hometown Drug in Bloomfield. Our goal here is to go above and beyond your expectations for the role that a pharmacy can play in you and your family's health. Since we have opened here, many things have changed. We've added experienced staff, updated our facilities, added clinical services like strep throat test and treat, and free liquid medication flavoring. One thing that has not changed is the vision of providing our patients with access to the best pharmacy services anywhere in the state. We, like many of you, believe Southeast Iowa is an amazing place to live, and we will continue to be committed to improving the lives of our patients.
Shopping for a quality used car? Check out the inventory at Smithburg Automotive Lot at 1503 West Burlington Avenue in Fairfield. Need repairs? They've got you covered at the South 23rd Street location. Call 641-472-2454 or visit smithburgs.com. Need quality used parts? Head to Smitty's Auto Recycling on West Grimes in Fairfield. They've got fresh inventory arriving all the time. Selling parts or have a wrecked vehicle? They buy unwanted cars too. Call 472-4200 or stop by to see what's new in the yard. We're back with the Van Buren County Warriors on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Back with you here to the Ottumwa Radio broadcast booth from Van Buren County Community Senior High School here in Keosauqua, Iowa, where we have completed girls varsity volleyball action for you on the evening. A Class 2A Region 8 quarterfinal. West Burlington gets the win tonight by a score of 3-0. 25-15, 25-17, 25-13. They defeat the Van Buren County Warriors. This is the post-game show of Warrior Volleyball, last one of the year, brought to you by Cranston Family Funeral Home in Fairfield and Keosauqua, now to serve you with Monument Sales and Irish Ridge Cremation, CranstonFamilyFuneralHome.com. They've got the post-game show. The pre-game show was the Van Buren County Community School District. First serve and coaches' interviews throughout the course of the year. Dowd's Lumber and Home Center, starting lineups. Smithburg Automotive. Set 1 was First Iowa State Bank. Set 2, Roto-Rooter on Gateway Drive. Set 3 was Slayton Polaris. No set 4 tonight, but if we needed one, Tugboat Transportation. Set 5 was Wasco Hardware. Warrior kills tonight, Van Buren County Hospital. My set and match recaps: Dowd's Quick Stop of Dowd's, Warrior Aces, Pilot Grove Savings Bank, Warrior Blocks, Crane Concrete Ready Mix. Player of the match, Milo and his team at Wells Hometown Drug. Those are our wonderful sponsors, been with us all through the fall volleyball season. Let's do a quick set 3 recap. No service errors for the Warriors in set 3. They had 2 for the match. 1 service error in set 3 for West Burlington. They also had 2 for the match. 1 ace for the Warriors in set 3, 2 total for the match. 2 aces for West Burlington in set 3. They had 4 total for the match. 13 kills in set 3 for the Falcons, 37 for them in the match. 8 for the Warriors in set 3. They had a total of 28 kills. The Warriors, no blocks for a point in set 3, 2 for the match. West Burlington, 2 blocks for a point in set 3. They had a total of 3 for the match. Like I said, West Burlington wins it 25-15, 25-17, 25-13. Let's look at some individual statistics for West Burlington. Kaylee Webb led the way with 19 kills and an ace. Kylie Applegate, 9 kills. Bailey Woodsmall, a couple of aces. Lydia Armstrong, 3 kills. Ellie Frank, 5 putaways. Brenna Schaefer, an ace and a kill for the Falcons. For the Warriors, they were led by Ashlyn Huff, who played her last match here. All the seniors playing their last match tonight. Sophia Urach, Ashlyn Huff, Marley Mertens, Addison McLean, Lexi Wiley playing their last matches here tonight. So Huff led the way with 14 kills. Marley Mertens had 7. Daphne Wells, 3 kills and an ace. Tegan Sickles, a kill. Lexi Wiley, an ace and a kill. Ada Troutman with 2 kills. That's the way the individual statistics end up tonight for the Warriors. So the Warriors season comes to an end. Always a little bit of finality to it. The girls realize it's the last time that they're going to put on the jersey, but big thanks to all the coaches, especially head coach Selena Sayer for her time with the interviews throughout the course of the year, and all the effort that the coaches put in with the girls, all the effort that the girls put in to have the successful season that they did. Even though they lost their first playoff match here, they still ended up over 519 and 15. We'll get to that totals after this last break, but a big thanks to them for all their efforts throughout the course of the season. Did get a chance to say a big thanks to Coach Johnson for the football team, too, and all the Warrior football players for all the effort for their season, because after our last game, the win over Wapello on homecoming and senior night, we didn't know if it was going to be our last game because we got a forfeit against New London. The tiebreaker scenario didn't work out for Warrior football. We needed Danville to beat Wapello by at least 12. They only beat them by 2, so it didn't work out. The Warrior football team ends the year at 4-4, but I just wanted to wrap up the season for them as well and thank Coach Johnson and his staff for all the time and the effort, and all the players for all the effort. Warriors finished the football season at 4-4, defeating Cardinal and Wapello, getting forfeit wins over Highland and New London. You never know how you're going to get them, so 4-4 is the overall record at the end for Warrior football. And head coach, we're going to do an interview. We're going to keep it right here as head coach Selena Sayer, nice enough to stop by here in the post-game show, and we'll plug in a mic for her and get her some volume. Are you there?
I can hear you.
Okay. Coach, thanks a lot. I didn't know if I was going to catch up with you tonight or not. I know that was, a tough one. I didn't know if you would feel like talking coming out of the – I'm sure there were some tears in the locker room as a lot of the seniors and, just some finality to it as the girls – the seniors especially playing their last match, but just the end of the season in general for all the rest of the players, and it's not the way that they wanted to go out, but it was a tough one in West Burlington. It felt like they were just in control of the match tonight, as tough as it is for me to say that, and probably as tough as it is for you to feel that. I'm not sure there's another way for me to say it.
No, I think they just came with the drive and momentum. I think I told our girls, I said, I'm not disappointed about this game. We played great volleyball out there. We didn't capitalize on those times where West Burlington did, and they obviously came with a little more push, and we didn't pull back and forth.
Yeah, so many times, it was West Burlington was in control, but it just felt like you were on the verge of maybe a service run. You'd go on maybe a 2 or a 3-point run. You just need a little bit more to get over the hump, and it just, they'd get a side out, and you just weren't quite able to get over that hump. I talked about after set 1, you guys had played 10 sets against each other, and each team had won 5. Mm-hmm. And you guys came out on top in the conference match and then the pool play match, and then they kind of had their way of things at the Davis County tournament and maybe brought a little bit of momentum against you into this match. So, did we really figure out who the best team is? Well, I guess they kind of were tonight, but really the match against them, you're 2-2, right? I mean,
right,
you'd love to have that best of 5 series, but that's not going to happen.
Yeah, I told the girls, I said, don't hang your heads. Like, as hard as that is to say on your last game at Van Buren, but don't hang your heads. You guys played good volleyball, and I said it's hard to beat a team 4 times in a season when you see them 4 times. You know,
Yeah.
Sometimes you get lucky, you get all 4, and other times, you know, you got to split somewhere.
Mm-hmm. Do you think that seeing them 4 times gave them, you know, you guys won the first 2 matchups. Do you think it gave them maybe an advantage to keep seeing you to figure out what they needed to do, because you did win the first 2 against them? I mean, do you think that was maybe an advantage for them, disadvantage for you guys to keep showing them what you did?
Yeah.
You know, because you played them 2 more times, and then they got the better of it in match 3 and 4 against you?
Yeah, I think Maureen, I mean, she's a good coach.
Mm-hmm.
She's gonna adjust where she needed to adjust, and I think we adjusted well too. Against her stellar kid, Kaylee, over there.
Yeah.
We got lots more touches on blocks than we ever have this whole season.
Right.
So.
She started off the match tipping like she did against you in Davis County, but then you guys kind of took that away from her. Then she kind of went to more of her power game out of the middle, I guess. But you did adjust well, like you said. She had some success tipping to the sides of your double block.
Correct.
And she figured that out in the Davis County tournament. So you had to adjust what you did, and then well, like you said, she's just a good player out of the middle. There's no other way to say it. She's tough to deal with.
She's a strong player.
Yeah.
She'll go far. She's young.
Yeah, only a sophomore.
Yeah, that's pretty good for a sophomore.
Yeah. Did you think that maybe just their serving was a little bit of a difference tonight too? Just your passing maybe just not quite on par with where it needed to be to get your hitters look. Maybe too many free balls, sending it back to them. You know what I mean? The service received maybe just not quite on par with where you would like to see it tonight.
Yeah, when I went into the locker room, I told the girls I have nothing to complain about other than serve receive. Like, had we been able to get our setter a ball, our hitters would have been on. I feel like our hitters weren't necessarily as on as we usually are, especially on our home court. But I think that's not on hitters, it's not on setters, and it comes down to the pass.
Sure.
And sometimes, you know, you either have serve receive or you have defense, or, you know, you can't have everything on one night.
Right, and that go ahead.
I was just going to say, you get lucky if you do.
Yeah, and that service receive is so important. I mean, maybe just to the casual volleyball fan that's watching or listening, they don't realize that first contact, you know, if it goes straight up in the air or even backwards, it throws you. There's that term again that I don't like to use all the time, right? I'm going to say it again one more time, out of system, all right? I think it's overused, but it's true. You know, when I watch volleyball on TV or whatever, you can see it. That first pass, if it's a good one to Sophia, she doesn't have to scramble to get it or whatever, you know, and she can make on the second contact a pass to Marley or Ashlyn or Daphne or whoever she's going to and put it in an advantageous spot. You see what happens. I mean, you know, your hitters had good success. I mean, Ashlyn doesn't have 14 kills and Marley was 7 for no reason. But you just needed to do more of it, I guess. And sometimes what led to not being able to do that was that first contact on their serve receive.
That was one of the main things I noticed from the coaching standpoint tonight, where we struggled with serve receive. And I kept telling the girls every time out I took, like, we've got to pass. We've got to stick the pass. We've got to get Sophia a ball. But it just didn't happen for us tonight, and that happens sometimes.
Yeah, well, you know, even though this is a tough way to end the season, still you guys finished over 500 at 19-15, 5-2 in the conference, which is the best probably conference mark in a while. You know, you got some really nice wins along the way. You defeat West Burlington twice. You know, you Keokuk 3 times, which isn't easy to do. You beat a team 3 times. I mean, you got lots of wins. Central Lee twice, a conference rival. Mediapolis twice, who you hadn't beat. So I mean, there's a lot of highlights throughout the course of the year, and then all of the milestones that your senior players hit.
Right.
Like I think Urach was 1,500 plus assists for her career, 500 digs as well. Ashlyn Huff, 500 kills. Lexi Wiley and Marley Mertens with the 500 digs. I mean, so that group has really done a lot, and not that I'm just trying to talk about them. I mean, it takes a whole team, but they're playing their last match tonight. So, you know, really, this is a sour way to go out. But lots of good things from Warrior Volleyball this season.
Yeah, for sure. And I told the seniors, I said, your time at Van Buren Volleyball is much appreciated. Like, there's going to be some holes that are definitely going to need to be filled next year. But like I've said in previous interviews, we've got some good kiddos coming up that can step up and take the plate for those that are leaving. And yeah, just thankful for those 5 seniors who spent their fall seasons for the Van Buren Volleyball program.
Yeah. Well, Coach, I wanted to say thank you for all the time throughout the course of the year that you granted us for interviews, and just all the effort that you and Jenny, your assistant, put in, all the effort that the girls put in, which led to all this success, you know, that 19-15 record that you end the season on. A lot of stuff went into that to make it happen. So congratulations to you guys, and a big thanks for everything. Congratulate those girls, you know, when you see them as well. I thought they did a wonderful job. I sure know that AJ and I had a blast following you guys around throughout the fall and covering you. I certainly enjoy calling volleyball. I love the fast pace of it. It keeps me on my toes, and I hope I did a good job for all the listeners and viewers out there that are able to follow Van Buren County Warrior Volleyball through the streaming and on the air. So from whoever knows where they're tuning in from, it's a really nice thing that we do, and hopefully some of the parents, fans, aunts, uncles could or enjoyed the season and were able to tune in whenever they could. So
yeah,
thank you.
And the girls, thank you, Shan,
okay.
for all you do.
Well, of course. It's really my pleasure. All right. That's head coach Selena Sayer. She and the girls end the season on a tough note tonight, falling to West Burlington, but it wasn't because of a lack of effort. So the Warrior girls had a great season, but they fall tonight by a score of 3-0 to the West Burlington Falcons. We will take our last and final break here in the volleyball season. We'll wrap it up for you when we come back. Let's take a 60-second break, and we'll be back to finish this one up right here on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Call. I got a pair of clogged toilets.
2 pair, dripping faucets, and leaking pipes.
Full house, boys. Flooded basement, ruined water heater, and a wild card, broken sump pump.
Gentlemen, whatever your plumbing issue may be, call Roto-Rooter on Gateway Drive in Ottumwa. The drain cleaning and plumbing experts. Residential and commercial. 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Oh, and one more thing. A royal flush always beats a full house.
That's a bunch of crap.
This is Van Buren County Superintendent Jeremy Hissom. We are so excited to honor 2 of our 4th graders as they were selected as National Math Stars. They were selected by scoring in the top 1% of all students in Iowa on their Iowa Assessment Math Test. Ona Nichols and Kai Dervinga, congratulations and keep up the great work. We are so proud of you. Postseason competition is almost here, and we wish our student athletes the best of luck. Here in Van Buren County, we have one goal: be a great school for all kids. Warrior Pride, countywide.
We're back with the Van Buren County Warriors on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
All right, we're back with you for one final time here from the Ottumwa Radio broadcast booth inside the gymnasium. Van Buren County Community Junior Senior High School here in Keosauqua, Iowa, where in a Class 2A Region 8 quarterfinal tonight, the West Burlington Falcons defeat the Van Buren County Warriors by a score of 3-0, 25-15, 25-17, and 25-13. After tonight's match, West Burlington improves to 19-15, same record as the Warriors end their season with on the year. West Burlington 4-4 on the road. They will move on to face the winner between the Danville Bears and Regina Catholic, which was happening tonight also, 7 p.m. first serve. That match will take place at Regina Catholic on Monday, October 27th. So good luck to West Burlington as they move on to a Class 2A Region 8 semi-final. The Warriors end their season at 19-15, 3-3 on the road. All right, as we start to close this one down here, I guess I got to pick a player of the game, and it would be hard not to pick Ashlyn Huff with those 14 kills. I'll give it to her, the player of the match, brought to you by Milo and his team at Wells Hometown Drug, sponsoring the player of the match throughout the course of the year. Ashlyn Huff with 14 kills to lead the way. Honorable mention to all the rest of the other seniors. Sophia Urach with a bunch of assists tonight and 1,500 plus for her career. Marley Mertens, 7 kills for her. Honorable mention, 500 digs in her career. Lexi Wiley as well, 500 digs for her in her career. She had an ace and a kill to finish up and lots of digs tonight's match to finish up her career. Addison McLean, the other senior. So I just wanted to make sure that I mentioned them all one more time. Sophia Urach, Ashlyn Huff, Marley Mertens, Addison McLean, Lexi Wiley, the seniors for Warrior Volleyball. Tonight's player of the match is Ashlyn Huff. Alrighty, I would like to thank board operator Kyle Smith one more time for hanging with us tonight back at the studio in Ottumwa, pressing all the right buttons to make this thing go smoothly. He's been with us all season long. Big thanks, Kyle, for doing such a great job. I want to thank all of our listeners and viewers one more time. We had a couple of ways for you to join the broadcast tonight, just like we will as we move on to the winter sports seasons for girls and boys basketball. A couple of ways for you to join the broadcast. We're on the air. It's your home for today's hits and yesterday's favorites, 92.7 KTWA. Also, streaming live on the Ottumwa Radio YouTube channel. If you are listening now on your way home to the postgame show, big thanks for tuning in. Please drive safely. AJ and I, we will do the same. Big thanks one more time to all of our sponsors for Warrior Volleyball 2025. Van Buren County Community School District, Cranston Family Funeral Home, Dowd's Lumber and Home Center, Smithburg Automotive, Dowd's Quick Stop, Pilot Grove Savings Bank, Van Buren County Hospital, Wells Hometown Drug, Crane Concrete Ready Mix, First Iowa State Bank, Roto-Rooter, Slayton Polaris, Tugboat Transportation, and Wasco Hardware. If you are in the area and need some local business, please make sure you give these sponsors a chance. They were a huge part of why these broadcasts can be heard on the airwaves at 92.7 KTWA and viewed through the Ottumwa Radio YouTube channel. If you're not currently a sponsor of Warrior Sports, but it interests you, you got to get a hold of Margie at OttumwaRadio.com. She would be more than happy to set you up with an ads package that's to your liking. You can feel good about getting your business name some advertising, but feel even better about sponsoring Van Buren County Warrior Sports. Once again, if you would like to sponsor Warrior Sports, that's Margie at OttumwaRadio.com. Final score. One more time for you tonight. The West Burlington Falcons defeat the Van Buren County Warriors 3-0, 25-15, 25-17, 25-13, and they win the Class 2A Region 8 quarterfinal. Move on to the semifinal on Monday night, October 27th, up there against the winner of Danville and Regina Catholic, up there at Regina Catholic. Our next broadcast, well, it's sad to say that finishes up the fall sports season. The football season is over. Volleyball season is now complete. Big thanks to you, AJ, for hanging with me and doing such a great job of running everything all season long. It was a lot of fun. Next broadcast, I think, is December 1st or 2nd. Warrior basketball. I think we're going to be at Cardinal to start the season for the games that count. I think there's a couple of scrimmages before that, but we probably won't cover it. So that'll be the next broadcast for Warrior Sports, Warrior Basketball, early December. Make sure you check all the social media outlets and the school calendars. It'll clue you in as to when the basketball season starts. So that's going to about do it here for us. On behalf of Kyle Smith, back at the station in Ottumwa, Mr. A.J. Rowe, the one and only, my cameraman and on-site producer. My name is Shan Moquin, your play-by-play and radio voice of the Warriors. Back again for the sports seasons of the 2025-26 school year. We'll all wish you a very pleasant rest of your Wednesday evening and say so long to you from Van Buren County Community Junior Senior High School here in Keosauqua, Iowa, where the Warriors lose their Class 2A Region 8 quarterfinal against the West Burlington Falcons tonight by a score of 3-0. We'll talk to you next in early December for some Warrior basketball. We start the season over in Eldon against the Cardinal Comets. Until then, you've been tuned in to Warrior Volleyball right here on 92.7 KTWA. We're also streaming live tonight on the Ottumwa Radio YouTube channel. One more time from Van Buren County Community Junior Senior High School in